Hi students, I am Satyam, lecturer in Computer Science and Applications, Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal. Today's topic is looping control statements in C with example programs. Today's class, I will explain about looping control structures, means repetition control structures in C language, and I will explain the examples using C software. Okay, now come to the topic looping control statements in C. So the looping control statements in C also called as repetition control statements in C. Okay, already we discussed control statements. The control statements are classified into 4 types. Number 1, conditional control statements. Number 2, looping control statements. Number 3, multi-way conditional control statements. Number 4, jumping control statements. From these 4 classifications, already we learned first one, that is conditional control statements. Now today's class we will discuss about the looping control statements available in C. So what is the meaning of looping control statements? Means a loop is a sequence of statements which is specified once but which may be carried out several times until some condition becomes false. Means in the program a group of statements are specified once. According to the condition, the group of statements are repeatedly executed. Then this type of statements are called as looping control statements. So in our real life also we are doing this type of loopings, that means repetition works. As a student, first on Monday he verify the condition today is working day or not, then come to the college and do his activities and go to the home. Then next Tuesday, next at the Saturday also condition is true, then he come to the college and do the same work and go to the home. When the Sunday occurs, then what will happen? Then simply he stay at home, like that. So the group of statements in the programming also, the group of statements are executed with the help of looping control statements repeatedly in the programming until the specified condition becomes false. Okay, so this is the general behavior of looping control statements in C. Now in C language there are 3 types of looping control statements are there. Number 1, while loop. Number 2, do while loop. Number 3, for loop. Okay, so first one is while loop, second one is do while loop, third one is for loop. These 3 looping control statements are available in the C language. Now we will discuss one by one continuously. Okay, now first one is while loop. So here observe carefully while loop. The while loop executes a simple statement or a block of statements until the given expression becomes false. Okay, means the while loop is a looping control statement. The looping control statement while executes a simple statement, means a single statement or a block of statements Okay, means group of statements continuously, repeatedly, okay, until the condition expression becomes false, means until the while condition becomes false. Okay, so like that the while loop is executed repeatedly. Okay, that means the while loop executes the while block repeatedly until the while condition become false. Okay, so now observe the syntax carefully. Use the keyword while, in the parenthesis I write the condition. Okay, then with the open curly brace, close curly brace, we construct the statements block. Means first the while condition verifies the condition expression, then if the condition expression is true, then executes this statement block. Again it will go to the top of the program, then again it verify the condition. In the second iteration, in the second step also the condition is true, then comes to the block and executes the block, and again go to the top. Like that it is repeatedly executed, statements block until the given condition becomes false. Okay, like that the while loop is executed by the C compiler. Okay, now observe the example carefully. Here I is assigned to 1, means the variable I contain the value as 1. Okay, value as 1. Now condition I is less than or equal to 5, means 1 is less than or equal to 5. Now the given condition is true, then it will come to the block, while block, and executes the group of statements, that is printf hello. So that means hello will be prints first time, then I plus plus, now the I value is become as 2, and again it will go to the top of the while loop. Now the second iteration means rounding, second step. Okay, so second iteration execution is now started. Now the I value is 2, so 2 is less than or equal to 5, again the condition is true, again it will print the hello second time. So same just like that, 3 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true, so it will print the third time. 4 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true, it will print the fourth time. 5 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true, it prints the hello fifth time. Now I value is become as 6, I value is become as 6. Now the 6 is less than or equal to 5, the condition is false. Now the while block is stopped, the execution of while loop is stopped. Like that the while loop is executed continuously until the text expression is true, until the text expression is true. If the text expression is false, then simply it stops the execution, like that the while loop executed continuously the given block of statements, that means the given block. Okay, the block contain group of statements continuously until the verified condition is become false. Okay, so now observe this example carefully. The first line I is assigned to 1, so this statement is called as initialization statement. Now I is less than or equal to 5, this condition is called as, condition statement. Now here I is assigned to I plus 1. So this is called as increment statement. Increment statement. Okay. So this is called as increment statement. If you want to apply a while loop in the proper manner, the while loop must contain these three statements. First one is initialization statement, then condition statement, and increment or decrement statements. Okay, in the my example I wrote the increment. So according to the requirement you may use decrement statement also. Okay, now initialization statement. Okay, so the initialization statement contain the first value of the initial value of a while loop starting, while loop beginning. So the increment or decrement statement is used according to our requirement. Then the condition statement have how many times you want to execute the while loop. So the increment statement, the condition statement, the increment or decrement statements, these three statements are applied on the variable called, that is I in this example. So now I variable is called as control variable of while loop. I variable is called as control variable of while loop. For example, my program, my concept is the program, the shown program must be print 5 times as hello keyword must be print as 5 times, 1 2 3 4 5 times. Okay, that's why I initialized I value as 1. Now 1 is less than or equal to condition is true, so it executes 1. Then next I plus plus means I value is 2, so then 2 is less than or equal to 5, then also it executed. Then similarly 3 is less than or equal to 5, 4 is less than or equal to 5, 5 is less than or equal to 5. Then when the I value become as 6, then 6 is less than or equal to 5, condition is false. Now the while loop is execution is stopped. Okay, so like that, according to my requirement. What is my requirement in this program? My requirement is I want to print out hello keyword 5 times on my output screen. For that purpose I used initialization statement as I is assigned to 1 and the condition is I is less than or equal to 5. Every time I increment the I value as I is assigned to I plus 1 in the shortcut form of I plus plus. Okay, so then for example, if you write initialization statement as wrong, then what will happen? For example, initialization statement I will taken as 11. Initialization statement I will taken as 11. Now I is assigned to 11. Now what will happen? 11 is less than or equal to 5, then condition is false. In the step number 1, in the iteration number 1 only, 11 is less than or equal to 5, the condition is false, then the while loop is execution is stopped, the while loop is breaked. Okay, so that's why the while loop is not executed even once. Okay, so that's why you have to, while you are designing a while loop, you have to give a proper value to the initialization statement. That is the first rule. Then if you write condition in the wrong manner, what will happen? Now for example, I is less than or equal to 5. I write the condition as I is less than or equal to 5. Then instead of less than or equal to, I wrote greater than. I wrote greater than. What will happen? In this situation also, Okay, so I is greater than 5. Now I value is 1. Now 1 is greater than 5. Again the condition is false. So in the step number 1 only, in the iteration number 1 only, the while loop is false. So that's why the block is not executed even once. So you have to write condition also in the proper manner. So if you write condition in the improper manner, then what will happen? It will not be executed. It will not be executed. So for example, if you take, instead of increment value, I am using decrement value. That means I minus minus. Decrement value I minus minus. Then in this situation what will happen? Now the I value is 1. So the hello is printed. Then now I value is become as 0. 0 is less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. Then minus 1 true. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 20, minus 40, minus 50. Okay. So like that the while loop is entering into the infinite loop if I will assign instead of I plus plus. Instead of I plus plus, I wrote I minus minus. Then this example program is entering into the infinite loop. Okay. So this is also a problem of while we are using the while loop. Okay. That's why you have to give the values in the a proper manner according to our requirement, that is in the initialization statement and in the condition in the increment statement or decrement statement, whatever it may be. Okay. So like that, if you write initialization statement, condition checking and increment or decrement statement in the proper manner, then the while loop is successfully executed by the C compiler. Otherwise it will be executed in the wrong manner. Okay. So not only while loop, okay, not only while loop, the looping statements do while loop also and for loop also. In the do while loop also it contain initialization statement, condition and increment and decrement statement. In the for loop also it contain initialization statement, condition statement and increment or decrement statements. Okay. So in this 3 looping control statements, if you write this initialization statement, condition and increment or decrement statements in proper manner, then the looping statements are not executed. So that's why you have to concentrate while you are writing the initialization statement, condition, constructing the condition and using the so increment or decrement statements in the program. Okay. So now then comes to second one is do while loop. Okay. So do while loop, how it is work? Means the do while loop is work same just like while loop. Okay. Same just like while loop. Only difference is the condition is verified at the bottom of the block. Okay. So here see the syntax. Do, then in the open curly brace, close curly brace, I wrote the statements black, but at the bottom of the block, I wrote the while condition. Okay. That means, so what is the difference between while and do while? In the while, so top of the block the condition is verified. In the do while, bottom of the block the condition is verified. On some occasions it might be necessary to execute the body of the loop before the test is performed. This can be handled by do while loop statement. Okay. So means in some situations the body execution, the body means the group of statements execution occur first, then verify the condition next. In that situation we can apply this do while loop. Okay, so but the do while loop is also work same just like that while loop, but a very important difference is there. What is the difference? Means the while loop verify the condition at the top of the block, the do while loop verify the condition at the bottom of the block. So for this reason, in the step number 1, in the iteration number 1, if the given condition is false, the while loop cannot execute the block even once. But even though the do while loop iteration number 1, the condition become as false, the block of do while loop is executed once. Okay, that is the main difference between while loop and do while loop. Okay, remaining is same. Then observe the example carefully. Now integer I equal to 10, this is the initialization statement. Then do, this is the block, and this is increment statement, and this is condition statement. So here this is initialization statement, here increment statement. Okay, so this is condition statement. So with the help of this 3 initialization statement, increment statement and condition statement, I will write the do while loop. Okay, so the example program will execute the program 10 times. Why? Because I is assigned to 10, means now the initial value of I is 0. Every time I am incrementing I value as I plus 1. Okay, so then I is less than or equal to 10. So with the help of these 3 statements, easily we say that okay, the loop is executed for I value equal to 0 once, then I value equal to 1 second time, okay, I value equal to 2 third time, same just like that I value 9 equal to then 10th time. Then when the I value is become as 10 less than 10 condition is false, then the do while is execution is stopped. So with the help of this program, the values are printed like this, some 0 to okay, so up to 9, total 10 times the while loop, the do while loop program is executed by the compiler. Okay, so like that here the do while loop is executed. So already observe the students carefully. So here this is the do while loop. For that reason I am writing the condition verification at the bottom of the block. Okay, this is the block, so at the bottom of the block I write the condition. Okay, so like that the do while loop program is executed by the compiler. Okay, then comes to for loop. So what is the use or what is the importance of for loop? Means the for loop is same just like it executes same just like while loop again, but the initialization statement and the condition statement and updation statements, means increment or decrement statements, are written at the top of the block only. Observe the syntax carefully. At the top of the block I write the initialization statement and condition and updation, means increment or decrement statements, okay, with the help of semicolons. Okay, so with the termination of semicolon, initialization statement semicolon, then condition semicolon, and then updation statement. So remaining is same. Okay, malli statements block, for loop statements block. So this for loop also executes the statements block continuously until the given condition becomes as false, until the given condition becomes as false. So The for loop is also an entry controlled loop. Entry controlled means when the execution, repetition execution is started, the condition is verified by the for loop. That's why it is called as entry controlled loop. Okay, so the for loop is also an entry controlled loop like while loop. In this loop we combine initialization statement, condition statement and updation statement at one location. That location is nothing but top of the block. That location is nothing but top of the block. Okay, so just a syntactically difference is there between the while loop and for loop, but the behavior and the execution of the program is same, just like that while loop. Okay, then come to here example. Now t is assigned to 1, initialization statement. Now t less than or equal to 6, condition. T plus plus updation statement, that means increment statement. Now what will happen? Okay, in iteration number 1 t value is 1, so 1 is less than or equal to 6, condition is true, it will print the hello. Then 2 less than 6, again condition is true, so it will print the second time hello. So same, just like that 3 less than 6, okay, third time. 4 less than 6, fourth time. Okay, so then 5 less than 6, fifth time. 6 less than 6, okay, sixth less than 6. What will happen now? When the t value is become as 6 less than 6, the verified condition, the verified expression become as false. So now the for loop execution is tricked. Okay, so like that the for loop also executed same, just like that while loop available in your C language, but only syntactical difference is there. What is that syntactical difference? Means initialization statement and condition statement and increment or decrement statements are written at the top of the block, at the top of the block. Okay, that is only difference, okay, between the while loop and the for loop. Okay, so like that in the C language there are 3 types of looping control statements are there. These looping control statements are called as repetition control statements, that are number 1 while loop, number 2 do while loop, number 3 for loop. Then comes to nested looping. What is the meaning of nested looping? Means a looping control statement contain internally one or more looping control statements, then the type of structure is called as nested looping. Then the type of structure is called as nested looping. Okay, so with the help of this nested looping concept, according to the programmer requirement, the programmer can construct. Okay, so the programmer can nest. Okay, nesting, the programmer can nesting or the programmer can construct a for loop. In the for loop again for loop, then in the while loop again a while loop. Okay, so whatever it may be the way, this type of means a looping control statement contain internally one or more looping control statements, then that is called as nested looping. Okay, if a while loop contain another while loops, that is called as nested while. A for loop contain another for loop, then that is called as nested for loop. A do while loop contain another do while loops, then that is called as nested do while loop. Or a while loop contain a do loop, a do loop contain a for loop. That means so both are different, and internal looping and external looping statements, internal looping statements and external looping statements are different. That is called as nothing but hybrid nested looping. Okay, so like that according to the programmer requirement, the programmer can nest the looping statements. Okay, so with the help of one or more looping statements. That looping statements are called as nested looping statement. That's why we say that a looping control statement contain internally one or more looping control statements, then that structure is called as nested looping. That structure is called as nested loop. Students, now I will explain the while loop, do while loop and for loop programs one by one with the help of C software. Okay, observe carefully. Then I'm go to the file, I'm taking the open again. So already I write these programs and I will explain one by one. Now first program is while loop program, while loop example program. Okay, I am opening this program. Okay, now my program display the natural number series between 1 to 10. That means this program prints natural number series between 1 to 10. Here observe these lines carefully. N is assigned to 1 while n is less than or equal to 10. Now n is assigned to n plus 1. Okay, I write the logic like this. Okay, now n is assigned to 1. This is the initialization statement of while loop. N is less than or equal to 10. This is condition statement. N is assigned to n plus 1. This is called as increment statement of the while loop. Okay, according to my requirement. So what is my requirement? My program must be print the natural number series between 1 to 10. So that's why my while loop must be executed 10 times. For that purpose, I wrote n is assigned to 1, n is less than or equal to 10, then n is assigned to n plus 1. Then what will happen? While this logic is executed by the C compiler, then what will happen? Now, in the step number 1, in the iteration number 1, n value is 1. Okay. Now 1 is less than or equal to 10, condition is true, then simply it will execute the while black. Then in the while black printf, okay, backslash n means new line. So percentage d comma n means the n value is printed on the new line on the output screen. Now n value is 1, so it will print the value as 1. Now 1 plus 1, the n value is become as 2. Now the while loop, it is a repetition control statement. That's why the control is move to top of the while. Okay, so again it verify the condition 2 is less than or equal to 10, condition again true. Okay, so now in the iteration number 2, in the means the repetition number 2 also the condition is true. Again it will comes to the while black and execute these statements like that. So n value equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, these are all situations. Okay, in the 10 iterations, the while loop verified condition is true, true, true. So that's why the while loop is repeatedly execute the group of statements, this block while block 10 times. When the n value become as 11, then what will happen? Now 11 is less than or equal to 10, condition is false. Now the while loop is break, then the main program execution is completed. Like that, my C program is executed the while loop 10 times, okay, and prints the natural number series between 1 to 10. Here remaining all top of the program is same. Okay, here preprocessors stdio.h I'm used for printf and scanf purpose, and conio.h preprocessor for CLR SCR. So in this program I used only one variable, that is n. Okay, so that's why I declared the n at the top of the program. So like that, in this program my while loop is executed by the compiler. Okay, then compile the program, success, then execute the program. Okay, execution process is over, then see the result on the output screen. Okay, so now this is the natural number series between 1 to 10 that are printed continuously up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, like that my while loop is executed in the proper manner. That means according to the my requirement, I initialize the value and designing the condition and use the increment as n is assigned to n plus 1. Okay, so like that my while loop is executed. Okay, then comes to the do while loop. Okay, what is the difference between while and do while loop? Okay, so the only difference between while and do while loop is, so the condition is verified at the bottom of the block. In the while loop, a condition is verified at the top of the block. In the do while loop, the condition is verified at the bottom of the block. So that's why I wrote do first, then I construct the block, then at the bottom of the block, I verified the condition while I is the less than or equal to 10. Okay, so this is the syntax rule of do while loop. Okay, so in the do while loop, the condition, okay, so the condition means in this example I is less than or equal to 10. It is verified at the bottom of the do while block. At the bottom of the do while block. Okay, so like that the do while loop is executed by the C compiler. Remaining is same, just like that it executed like a while loop. Okay, so this program is also print the natural number series between 1 to 10, but in the program I used the logic, I used the control statement as do while. I used the control statement as do while. Okay, so then F to save, Alt F9 for compilation, and Control F9. So execution is completed. Then see the answer. So same as it is answer. Okay, this program also print the natural number series between 1 to 10. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, but in this program I used, instead of while loop, I used the do while loop control statement. Then next come to the for loop. The for loop is also same, just like that while loop execution, same just like that while loop execution, but only difference between while loop and do while loop is the initialization statement, comma condition statement, comma increment or decrement statements. That means a condition statement and increment decrement statement and initialization statement that are used at the top of the block. So observe the program carefully. Here I am writing like this, the for loop. Okay, for loop, and the for loop contain the block. So in the block only I am used the single statement. That's why no need to construct the block. That's why I omitted the block construction. Okay, I removed the block construction. Okay, so why? Because this for loop contain only single line, single dependent line. That's why I removed the block construction. So here n is assigned to 1. It is a initialization statement of for, then semicolon. Then n is less than or equal to 10. So this is condition statement, then semicolon. Now n is n plus plus means n is assigned to n plus 1. Okay, updation statement. Okay, these are written continuously one by one with the help of semicolons. Okay, with the help of semicolons, terminating with the semicolons. Okay, these three statements are written at the top of the for loop. Okay, top of the for loop. So ante this for loop is same work just like a while loop, but only difference is syntaxical difference. In the while loop initialization statement is written at the top of the block, and condition is written at the entry level, and updation statement right at the bottom of the block. Bottom of the block means in the block the last statement. It contains last statement. Okay. So, but in the for loop, these three statements are coded at the top of the block only. That is only difference. Remaining execution is and behavior is the same, just like that for loop. Okay. So my program is also, this program also displays the natural number series between 1 to 10. Okay. But instead of I'm using while loop, here I'm used the for loop here. I used the for loop here. Then save the program, compile the program, success, then run the program. Okay. Execution is completed. Then see the result. Then it's also print the natural number series between 1 to 10. Okay. So like that, the same program is written using while loop statement. The same program, natural number series between 1 to 10, I write with the help of do while loop, with the help of for loop also. Okay. So these are the differences. These are the differences between these three looping control statements available in C. Okay. Right. So today's class we completed the topic, that is looping control statements available in C. Okay. So thank you one and all.